Hello there, welcome once more to this YouTube channel. Kindly subscribe to this channel. The topic is comparative anatomy of the genital system of vertebrates, part 2. I'm going to start right away with copulatory organs of vertebrates. You need to know that some vertebrates practice internal fertilization, and it's a means of introducing sperm into the female reproductive tract. For the cartilaginous fish, appendages of pelvic fins called claspers direct sperm into female reproductive tract. What about the snakes and lizards? Snakes and lizards have pair of hemipenis. The hemipenis is pocket-like diverticular of wall of the cloaca. The turtles, crocodilians, and a few birds and mammals have unpaired erectile penis. The penis, I really need to talk about the penis. The penis is a thickening of the floor of the cloaca. It consists of spongy erectile tissue, what we call the corpus spongiosum. And this erectile tissue has grooves that direct sperm, and you have glans penis at the distal end of the penis. In mammals, except the monotremes, the penis extends beyond the body. For the amphibians, the males possess penis centered along the midline of the body. In the course of copulation, the penis becomes erect due to engorgement with lymph. When not in use, the penis is soft and flaccid. How is the penis in birds? Most male birds have a cloaca, which is also present in the female, but the female does not. The birds do not have a penis. Bird species with a penis are the ducks, the geese, and swans. So some birds have penis, the ducks, geese, and swans. The penis bird is different from the mammalian penis. That the penis you have in the bird is different from what you have in mammal, because it's erectile, is an erectile expansion of the cloaca wall. So the penis you have on the bird is actually an erectile extension of the cloaca wall. That is why some will tell you that the bird has no penis. The penis is erected in the birds by lymph, not by blood. But when it's it can also be flaccid when it's not erected. It coils up inside the cloaca. Now, the penis in mammals. The length of the penis varies, and the size of a flaccid penis is smaller than that of the erect penis. There is a bone that is called the baculum, or the os penis. It's present in most mammals, but it's absent in humans. Also absent in cattle and absent in horses. In mammals, the penis is divided into 3 parts. You have the roots, the body, and the glans. Right here is an illustration of the penis as seen in the mammals. This is just the way it is in mammals: the roots, the body, and glans. Now, let me talk about the cloaca. The cloaca is the posterior opening that serves as the only opening for the intestinal, reproductive, and urinary tracts of some animal species. All amphibians, birds, reptiles, and monotremes possess the cloaca, and it's via the cloaca that they excrete both urine and feces. Unlike placental mammals, that is not the case. For placental mammals, we have separate passages for excretion of urine and feces. Cloaca in birds. Birds mate using this organ in a process called the cloacal kiss. So when you hear about the cloacal kiss, it's actually mating in birds. The reproductive system has to be engorged prior to the mating season of each species. The males do not use the cloaca for reproduction, but they have what they call the phallus, which is very important as far as reproduction is concerned in birds. What about the cloaca in fishes? When you look at the fish, a true cloaca is present only in sharks and rays and lobe-finned fishes. The lamprey and some ray-finned fishes have a cloaca that has part of the cloaca in the adults that remains to receive both the urinary and reproductive ducts, though the anus opens separately. The cloaca in mammals, when you look at cloaca in mammals, with a few exceptions, mammals have no cloaca. Even in those that have cloaca, like the polypus, the cloaca is there as subdivided into separate regions for the anus and urethra. In monotremes, you find that monotremes are the egg-laying mammals. They have a cloaca that has separate regions for the anus and urethra, so they have a true cloaca. Now, the spermatozoon, that's the spermatogona, develop into spermatocytes and then into spermatozoa. In anamniotes, that's the fish and amphibians, spermatogenesis occurs in cysts. In amniotes, that's the reptiles, birds, and mammals, spermatogenesis occurs in seminiferous tubules. Now let's just look at the genital ducts. Some fishes, like the gay and the sturgeon, and amphibians have mesonephric duct that transmits sperm and urine. In sharks, the mesonephric duct is primarily concerned with sperm transport and accessory urinary duct development. They have an accessory urinary duct that develops there, that is concerned with the passage of urine. So the mesonephric duct in sharks is just concerned with sperm transport, so they have an accessory urinary duct. In amphibians, the mesonephric duct transports only sperm, and you have a new accessory urinary duct that drains the kidney in amphibians. Now, what about the mode of reproduction? You hear of terms like oviparity. When you hear of oviparity, it refers to the development of an embryo outside the mother's body. You find that in amphibians, fishes, reptiles, and in all birds and some mammals. What of ovoviviparity? That refers to development of an embryo inside an egg within the mother's body, and the embryo is retained there until it's ready to hatch. You find that in reptiles and amphibians. Then viviparity is the development and nourishment of an embryo within the mother's body, and afterwards you have birth. After the birth occurs after a period of time. You find viviparity in almost all mammals. Right here is a table that we need to consider that summarizes everything concerning reproduction in vertebrates, the various classes of vertebrates. When you talk about the number of eggs, fishes have numerous tiny eggs, amphibians have small eggs, reptiles have many eggs, birds have 1 to 25 eggs. Then mammals are unique because the mammals have ovary that releases 1 or 2 eggs, while some mammals lay eggs. The placenta mammals are the ones with ovary that releases 1 or 2 eggs that are fertilized. What about the mode of reproduction? Fishes exhibit different modes of reproduction. Then you also have reptiles exhibiting different modes of reproduction. In birds, birds are oviparous. So for the fishes, you find some fishes are oviparous, some are ovoviviparous, and some are viviparous. For the amphibians, some are oviparous, Some are ovoviviparous and some are viviparous. Then for the birds, they are oviparous. For mammals, we mammals are viviparous. What about fertilization? In fishes, you have internal and external fertilization. In amphibians, you have internal and external fertilization. Reptiles have internal and external fertilization. Birds have only internal fertilization. Mammals have internal fertilization. Then the number of ovaries. Fishes have 2 ovaries. Amphibians have 2 ovaries. Reptiles 2. Birds have only 1 ovary. Mammals have 2 ovaries. The reproductive organ is the cloaca in the fishes, cloaca in amphibians, cloaca and the hemipenis in reptiles, cloaca in birds, penis and vagina in mammals. Type of reproduction. That's the type of reproduction is sexual in fishes, sexual in amphibians, sexual and asexual in reptiles, sexual in birds, sexual in mammals. The cloaca openings, you have 1 in fishes, 1 in amphibians, 1 in reptiles, 1 for birds. Mammals have no cloaca, but you have 1 in monotremes. That's some mammals, the monotremes have 1 cloaca. The site of spermatogenesis, you have cyst for fishes. Amphibians have the cyst as their site of spermatogenesis. Reptiles, seminiferous tubules is the site. Birds, seminiferous tubules. And mammals, seminiferous tubules. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for listening. Goodbye for now.